Hey y'all, welcome to the Healing is Revolutionary series on YouTube. It is your partner in healing, Leyanne Oliveira, and I am so glad to be here with who feels like a dear friend now. Even if we're not talking every day, there's just a connection that we've built that is just present. Ashley Lima.
Hello, guys. Thank you so much, Leyanne, for having me here today. It is an honor to be a part of this. I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to really share your story and even like get to know you more, right? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I'm sure so much has unfolded in
that's
your
true,
journey.
for sure.
So maybe we could start by you just sharing with all those that are listening what pulled you to begin your healing journey.
All right, so what pulled me to begin my healing journey? Um, I want to say that I'm a seeker and I'm constantly just trying to better myself and to move forward in life. And um, when I came in contact with you, I was just going through a really unhappy phase and confusing phase of my life, and I was feeling stuck. And I felt like I needed someone to guide me. I felt like I needed to step into something, but I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. So my friend came across something you had posted on Instagram and she sent it to me and I went to your page and I was like, yes, I'm obsessed. I need to contact her. And yeah, that's how everything started. And, um, since then it's been so amazing. Like, not to sound corny or anything, but it's really, really been super, super life changing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tell us about Ashley. Like what was like what led her to that moment?
Um, to the moment of reaching out to you or to just feeling like I need this healing, I need this help.
I think either answer to that, like either
Okay.
or.
So I want to say that I'm very intuitive and I was just feeling like I I could be doing more to help myself. Um, and there were parts of me where I was unhappy. There were parts of me that I was unhappy with. And I really wanted to change those parts and I wanted to better those parts and I wanted to also better understand what I was feeling inside. Um, so that is what pushed me towards wanting to start this healing journey and to just, you know, continue on with this journey of self evolution and self betterment.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. I wonder um, when you said like feeling stuck and confused.
Yeah.
You could tell us more.
Okay, so I was feeling stuck and confused, basically because I was working at a place where I felt super, super unhappy. I felt like I didn't belong there. Um, and I just kept asking myself, like, why am I in this situation? Like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I so unhappy? Like, um, yeah, I want to say that. And I wasn't really taking care of myself mentally or physically. Um, like even the food I was eating was just like super bad for me. I wasn't moving around enough. Um, I didn't feel like I was surrounded by, you spend most of your time at work during the day, so it's like I was surrounded by this like toxic energy in a way. Um, and that's why I was feeling stuck. I was feeling like I was in a box, and I was feeling like I was forced to be there. And I didn't know that I had a choice, that I could just be like, I don't want to work here anymore and just be out. And one thing I learned, one of the first things we started talking about when in the academy, it was just like learning that we actually do have a choice. And that to me was just like, it was kind of like an aha moment, like, whoa, I actually do have a choice. Like I'm choosing to be in in these situations. I'm choosing to work at these places where I feel like I don't belong. I'm choosing to be um, surrounded by people who I feel like they're not doing much for me. So that's what pushed me to just, you know, reach out and seek.
Mm,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing all that. Like, sounds so, some pieces of it sound so familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
To my own story, and like the many other women we were with.
Mm.
Um, I'm curious about um, the journey back to self and what that means to you now.
What
Because
did you?
I don't know. I don't know if um, like what your thoughts were when even that name, like journey back to self. Like, what is that? I don't. Maybe I should ask you first. Like, what was your thought on like what does this mean? The journey back to
My
self.
thought was that it would be a journey that would help me get in touch with my true self, with what is like really inside. Um, and that's exactly what happened. It was like one thing that I did, and I was silly to think that, but the healing journey is just it's continuous. It's, you start and you never stop. So I was under the impression that I'm gonna start doing this, and when I'm done, I'm gonna be all healed. And it's just like, no, girl, calm down. It was more like, these are the tools that I'm offering you to help you reach your full potential, to help you get to where you truly feel like you can be. Um, and now I've learned that, it is definitely a journey, and
Mm,
that it, like any other journey, it has its ups and downs. Um, but I'm just like very proud to have made that decision to
mm,
like invest in myself, to do, even when it came to like, because we have to pay for it, and I had to sit with myself and be like, can you really do this right now? Do you want to do this right now? And then it's like, yeah, like the best thing you could do is invest in yourself and in your well-being.
mm,
Um so to me, it was, for 2020, that was definitely top. That was the best decision I took last year, to enroll in that academy, and to work with you and with the other women, who we share this journey with. So yeah.
mm. Yeah, thank you. I love that point you made about like it being a process.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point to like lift up that this is, a process. Like just like life, it's an unfolding. Um, what were other aha moments that you had that you can think of?
Other aha moments.
Or even things that you thought healing was that
Okay, I
it
can say
wasn't.
this. I thought that healing was just this like big thing, and it's just like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's dramatic. And it's like, no. And I remember having a conversation with you where I overcame a fear that I had I wanted to reach out to someone, because of a job opportunity. And I was so scared. And then I was like, just do it. And I went and I did it, and I felt great about it. And then when we talked about it, you were like, that was a healing moment. And I was like, what? I can't believe, like, something so small but so liberating was a healing moment. And then it just made me realize that, um, I had been doing the healing work for some time, because I did have some of those moments, but I just wasn't able to acknowledge them. I didn't know what they were. And now that I know that those are healing moments, it makes me feel more powerful, and like
Mm,
more in control in a way, and um, more confident.
mm, wow. Those are powerful words you said.
Yeah.
um, what were the things that you were grappling with? during the 3 months?
Um, like what were the things I was going through?
Yeah, that you were just trying to like figure out, heal, or what came up for you?
So what came up for me a lot was um, just self love and mostly accepting who I am right now and loving who I am right now and honoring myself and honoring my feelings. Um, and also healing the inner child. That was really really big for me. Um, I just remember when we were working on that. I remember having this feeling like when I was young, I used to always want to. I always wished to have an older sister. And when we did the meditation, and I was there with my younger self, and I was being the bigger sister that I always wanted to have. So I was showing up for myself. And he was like, my boy. And it just felt amazing. Yeah, I want to say that. Also, the mother wound is something that I was, and I still am dealing with and working on. Um, yeah, but I want to say those are the top ones. Those are the, yeah.
That's beautiful that you said in a meditation, when you showed up for yourself, you said it was the big sister you always wanted. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah.
What do you mean in a meditation? And like that could sound crazy to someone. Like, how did you appear to yourself in a meditation? You were the biggest.
Right? I, if I heard someone saying that before that meditation, I would be like, girl, you sure? But it was really a beautiful moment that I will always cherish and hold close to me. Um, so I just remember that, when I grew up around two older siblings, and all my siblings are they're boys. So I just never felt like I had someone who was there for me, someone who truly understood and supported me in certain ways. Um, and I always thought it was cool to have an older sister. Um, so when I was doing the meditation and I showed up for myself, um, I guess for my inner child, it was just like it gave her a sense of relief. It gave her a sense of like knowing that she's not alone and that she does have someone here for her. And for me, it just made me feel it just felt great to be able to show up for that little girl and to be there for her and to understand what she was going through and to just hug her and love on her, which is something that I still do, um, and to just give her a sense of security and of to guide her, um, and to just give her, you know, I want to say a safe space to just be whoever she is,
Mm,
and to like to accept her exactly where she was at.
mm.
Yeah.
How is doing all this, like going through this process, like being in a group of women, in a group of strangers that
Um,
no.
well, I feel like at first I was a little bit hesitant because I do um, have this fear of not fear, but just I just don't like being vulnerable around people that I don't know, which is something that is normal for anybody else. But I did understand that these women, just the same way I chose to come into that space and do that for me, they were there for similar reasons. They were showing up for themselves and they were aware that they were going to be with other women and that they were going to open up. And I was also aware of that. So that obviously made me feel more comfortable. It was really, really good to just have the group of ladies that we had. Um, it was just, I don't know, like sometimes in life you just go through stuff and you're like, am I the only one who feels this way? Am I the only one going through this? Am I crazy or whatever situation it is? And then you have other you meet other individuals who are either going through something similar or they've been through that, and they literally feel you and there's no judgment there.
Mm.
And it's just like a sisterhood. It felt really, really good. It felt good. I did have my hesitations at the beginning, but with time, um, I did allow myself to open up more. And I did push myself because I do remember when we did like the first session, I was so scared to talk. And I think I was one of the first ones to go. And I was like, this felt good. It just felt good to like, not be scared and be vulnerable.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I
Mhm.
didn't know that because um, I never felt you really. I mean, yeah, I didn't know that. I'll
I
see.
see why you wouldn't feel that. I just feel like I would always push myself to just go out of my comfort zone and really talk and say stuff. And I would have to like take a deep breath a couple times because I would like feel nervous. But yeah, even I don't really have a lot of friends, and even with the friends that I do have, it's very few of them that I feel 100% comfortable to come into a space and to open up with them and just be
Mhm.
100% transparent. Um, so for me to have that with several other ladies, it was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. Um, since you're mentioning friends, I'm wondering how are things um, now with family and friends? Like, what are your noticings? Like, what are you seeing and realizing and learning?
Um, One thing uh, hmm, I'm not, I know how to hold better space for my friends now.
Mm.
Um, and for, I've learned how to be not as judgmental as I was before when holding space for them. Um, I've noticed that some of my friends have embarked on their own healing journey because of the things that I told them about the academy, and it just made me feel so good because I just want everyone to like heal themselves and feel good about themselves. The other day, my sister-in-law was here, and she's been always super supportive of all of this. And she came to drop off my late Christmas gift, and she brought me a bunch of things that are for my self care and for my healing journey. And I was just like, this is so freaking thoughtful. Like I love it. And then she was telling me about her process and the things that she's been doing. And
Wow.
yeah, I know it felt so, so, so good. It felt so good. Um, but yeah. I did also go, I was in Cape Verde on vacation, and most of my family members were there. And that was a different experience from all of the other times that I usually go home. I just felt like my heart was lighter. And there was really no judgment towards anyone and their feelings and the way that they behave. And there was just more love and it was more peaceful, just the energy that I had inside of me and the energy that I was received with. It just felt different.
I think this is a good point for me to ask you now. Do you believe that
Mhm.
healing is revolutionary?
For sure, all the way, girl. Listen. Look, for me, it's been, where can I start? Healing, when you heal, you are able to really, really, really connect with yourself, with your true self. And you're able to love on yourself and to honor yourself. And all of the things that you feel in here, it just like it transpires. Like outwards, and it just, how can I explain this? It's just
I think you're doing a darn good job. I'm like,
um, it is it's amazing. It has given me more confidence in myself, a better sense of belonging,
mm,
um, more self-respect. I'm able to honor my feelings, and the way I move around in the world now is different. And the way I'm able to be a better sister, a better daughter, a better friend, a better everything, just because of the work that I do within.
mm.
Um, so I do think that it's so revolutionary. Like, imagine if everyone healed. Like, what? It would be, what happened? Okay, let me turn my light on. Alexa, turn the light off.
Okay.
All right, let me